the new Mizuno Pro S3 iron. It looks great, doesn't it? And you can feel it. It does feel incredibly soft. But again, remember, it looks a very thin top line. So off-center hits, you're going to lose a lot of yardage. But let's hit a few shots, give you my opinion. So today I'm excited to be reviewing the new Mizuno Pro S3 iron. So this is very much their player's iron, designed for optimal feel, optimal workability, designed for your low handicap golfer. It's really something that I'm going to be looking at in terms of looks, feel. Can I work the club both ways? Can I control my distances? But again, remember, it's not a club designed for mid to high handicappers because it is such a small head. You've really got to be quite a good ball striker to be hitting this, okay? But again, it could be something you may look at as a combo set, you know, something where you might have perhaps an 8-9 pitching wedge, but very much looking at the overall performance of the golf club. And we know what Mizuno are like. They're all about feel, they're all about looks, trying to optimize the aesthetics of the golf club for this type of golfer. And you can see it, you know, straight away as I put that down on the ground, it looks a very thin top line. So for me, it's something that really screams, you know, low handicap golfer, someone that's a good ball striker, someone that's going to benefit from working the ball. It is quite small looking down at it, so quite excited to hit this, guys. You know, it's only just been released a couple of months ago. Initial thoughts, it looks great, doesn't it? You know, it's a very clean looking golf club, not too much going on other than, you know, as I said, it's a very small looking golf club. You can tell it's been inspired by tour players, tour level golfers, looking for optimal looks, optimal feel. It's also got a very thin sole, okay? So what Mizuno are saying, that it's going to allow for optimal turf interaction, something that's going to glide into the sand, and you can sort of see the shape of it there. It's kind of almost shaved off at both the leading edge and the trail edge to get that sort of optimal strike, optimal divot pattern that this type of golfer is looking for. But let's hit a few shots, give you my opinion. So 34 degrees, I'm not used to actually hitting or reviewing irons at 34 degrees. You know, so many clubs these days are strong, where this category of golfer is all about traditional lofts. We're not going to see the longest. We might see a 155, 160 carry, but it is all about looking at some key numbers, looking at that spin number. I would imagine it's going to be about 6,000, because I want this landing, I want this stopping pretty quickly, even with a 7-iron. So let's hit a few shots. Excited to feel the club more than anything to begin with. Before we get into that, sign up to my free downloadable practice guide that is in the description below. Loads of tips, tricks, drills for you to do for your practice to help you reach your goals this year. Yeah, decent strike. Felt a smidge heavy, but not bad. Yeah, it felt good. That was a nice solid strike. Yeah, 160 carry, good spin, 6,200. I really like that. You can see the carry of 161. It's finishing at 167. You know, within sort of 5.5 yards there for a 7-iron. That's, you know, that's great. It's literally landing and stopping. Oh yeah, just feels so good. 161 carry again. So you can see if you get the strike, you're hitting your numbers every time. That just feels fantastic. We know how Mizuno are known for the forging process, and you can feel it. It does feel incredibly soft. Nice again. Yeah, 163 carry. Again, 6,300 spins. So seeing a lot of consistency within it. You know, quite a lot of irons I would test, you know, your hollow bodies, your cavities. The numbers jump around quite a lot because it's so hot off the face. This club isn't that. It's not hot. It's about feel. It's about precision. So again, if you are a consistent ball striker, you will get a lot of joy striking this iron. Lovely. Yeah, really good. Yeah, and still getting reasonable ball speeds. You know, 117 is absolutely fine. 165 there again, nice and straight. Yeah, it just feels so good, and striking it pretty well, which is good. You know, obviously off-center hits, you're going to lose a lot of yardage. I think that first one that was a bit heavy, you know, the good ones have been like 161 to 163. The bad one was 150. So you're obviously going to get the drop off. Yeah, Lovely strike again. Very, very nice indeed. So Mizuno say this club is ideal for shot shapers. Okay, so let's give it a go. Okay, I would say I prefer hitting the draw. So, you know, if you are a shot shaper, you like to work the ball about, most likely you're probably an advanced golfer, but not always. Let's hit a couple of draws here. So let's see if we can aim a bit up the right, close that club face. Let's see if we can hit a little draw. It certainly drew, but caught it a bit heavy. Let's have another go. Yeah, there we go, that's more like it. So we can see that ball working in, and, you know, really, you know, shot shaping is obviously quite an advanced thing, but this club is going to allow you to do it. Yeah, there we go. So that's coming back nicely there. That's good. And then let's just hit a couple of cuts. Not a shot I'm overly comfortable with. Yeah, just trying to sort of fall back there. Yeah, again, obviously shot shaping again. There's a bit of crossover with coaching here, isn't there? But we know that as we're hitting different shots, that will affect your distance as well. Drawing it's going to go longer, fading it obviously it's going to go shorter. You can see there more spin. Let's just hit one more cut. Yeah, just trying to sort of slide back a little bit there. So yeah, it feels really, really good, guys. It's, as I said, it's obviously a small part of the market, I would say. You know, we look at the hollow-bodied golf clubs that are for, you know, probably 5 to 15 handicappers, cavity back irons that are for your sort of mid to high teens and beyond. This kind of, it's not exactly a blade, but it's certainly a muscle back club. It's a small players club, which is very much suited for your low handicappers. I'd say 5 handicap and below. Someone that's probably not too concerned about distance. You want the feel, you want to move the ball around, you're probably a consistent ball striker. So let's have a little look at the numbers and the dispersion. Yeah, so you can see there, dispersion's good, isn't it? I mean, I think the first few I hit were all very tight. You can see those in the middle there. And then I've started to play around with the flights a bit. So obviously certainly the cuts have dropped off a bit in flight, and I think the draw there has obviously gone a long way. But generally, dispersion was good, but that's based on decent ball striking. Remember, if you're not that consistent, you will see them drop off a little bit. Okay, let's have a little look at the numbers. So club speed quite typical there, 86, you know, kind of high 80s usually. Ball speed is not the quickest. You know, when I'm trying, say, a hollow body club, we'd be up at, say, 125. So this is quite, well, it is slow, you know, 115 compared to that. But the trade-off is that we're going to get some good launch and good spin numbers. So average spin there at 6,000, quite a high launch, 18.7. Average carry 160, average total 167, 168. So it's not going that long, but I'm able to hit the numbers. I'm able to carry it 160, and then it's stopping within like sort of 7 yards or so. So it's all about what you want from a golf club. If you are looking for a feel, for precision, something that's incredibly good looking, I would definitely check out the Mizuno Pro S3 iron.